What are you doing here?
I heard there's a mountain of treasure. Is it here?
Oh, you mean the treasury inside Mua Castle?
Yeah, that!
And?
Well, let's go!
Huh?
Come on, Roddick! You can be the prince, and I'll be the princess! There's also something I've got my eye on. Let's go get it.
That'd be a crime, Perici. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. That's not doing the time. What are you trying to mime?
Ow! Stop trying to rhyme.
Why? I think it's sublime. Come on, let's go find a hill to climb.
Ow! Do you hate me, Roddick?
Well, I suppose we could go inside and ask at least.
Yay! Oh, I love you, Roddick! Huh? One of my friends was supposed to be sleeping around here.
Your friend?
Yeah! He's stubby and chubbly and wubbly and like 2 scoops of ice cream. And he's a rabbit, too!
Chubbly? You know, I think I've seen a statue like that before.
Bingo! He gets all stone-like whenever he falls asleep. Where'd you see him, huh? Let's go there!
The tool shop owner in Haute hired me to transport it, I think. Let's go back to Haute and ask him. Oh, you mean the stubby little rabbit you mentioned in the Mua Castle treasury? I think I know what that is. Let's go.
Is my friend here?
Probably. You don't see many statues of ugly-looking rabbits around after all.
He's not ugly. He's cute.
Cute?
Can I help you?
Do you still have the sculpture I delivered here earlier?
Oh, this? Well, sure. But what's up?
Bunny!
Bunny?
This is my friend. Can I have him back?
Well, I can't just give it to you.
Come on, Bunny. Wake up. You awake?
The statue! It moved!
I told you he's my friend. Isn't he cool?
Yeah, it's amazing. Look how fast he runs.
What was that cute thing you were riding on, Roddick? Bunny! He's stubby and chubbly and wubbly and like 2 scoops of ice cream! And cute!
2 scoops of what?
Wubbly?
My friend is Roddick's friend, so here you go! Use this and Bunny will be right there. He's pretty smart that way.
Well, thanks. I'll be sure not to lose it.
We are here to see the king.
Please wait one moment.
Fia!
Hi, Roddick. Hi, everybody. How's the journey coming? Smoothly, I hope.
It's going great. We managed to find our missing companions. Thanks to your guidance, I should add.
All I did was mention the Purgatorium. Maybe that pointed you in the right direction, but everything after that was all your own doing.
My name's Millie. Nice to meet you.
I'm Ronix. Pleasure.
Pleasure's mine. I am Fia, captain of the Astral Night Corps.
A knight captain? But you're a woman.
Gender doesn't factor into the equation. Shall I take you to the king, then?
That emblem.
We have come on a mission from the King of Van.
I see. Minister, take the guards out of the room. Yes, sir. To business, then. Our kingdom has been gifted with certain phrases related to the Eye of Truth.
Phrases, Your Majesty?
Yes. Anguish not over your fate. Instead, gather forth your courage. And may your strength be everlasting. Generations to come will thank you.
Is that all, Your Highness?
It is, and I am afraid I have little idea what these 4 phrases could mean. I have never given it much thought. After all, it is not my purpose to know what my individual piece of the puzzle means.
Anguish not over your fate. Instead, gather forth your courage. And may your strength be everlasting. Generations to come will thank you. Just sounds like a random proverb to me.
I must admit I agree with you, but all the same, the King of Van gave you that emblem for good reason. He knew you could unlock the secret.
I understand now. Thank you, Your Majesty.
I pray that your journey will bear fruit for us all. And take this too. I wish you the best of luck. It appears that you have visited every nation. It would be best for you to return to the King of Van with all those emblems and make your report.
Yes, Your Majesty. Thank you very much. Let us see the king, please.
Yes, sir, Mr. Ronix. Please wait one moment.
Right this way.
It would appear that you have met with all the kings in the land.
Yes, Your Majesty. We learned of the Mua's past from the King of Mua. a cryptic set of phrases from the King of Astral, and the location of the hidden entrance to the demon world from the King of Sylvaland.
I see. And you have received emblems from all of these kings as proof?
We have, Your Majesty.
Then it is time for you to visit the Purgatorium.
The Purgatorium?
We didn't find anything the first time we visited.
Ah, so you have been there before. Well then, no need for any explanation. Head for the Purgatorium as soon as possible.
Somebody's gonna get.
Don't let your guard down.
Double slash!
Boy, they were weak.
When did they get there?
This isn't over yet! Double slash! Is that
That
it?
was easy.
You again. I told you never to return.
We have word from the King of Van that the Eye of Truth is in here. We bring you these emblems as proof of our intentions.
Well, well. A successor to Mua's destiny has finally made itself known.
Destiny?
Please come with us.
What the? Where are we?
This is definitely not the work of an underdeveloped planet.
Who's that?
Don't make this harder than it has to be.
Very
Over
good.
already?
Somebody's gonna get.
Let's go.
Double slash!
Explosive kick!
Huh?
Nice
It's
job.
over?
What?
When did they get there?
Avenging fist! Avenging fist! Avenging fist!
Wish they could have lasted longer. What's that? Dragon!
Avenging fist! Avenging
Guess it really was that simple.
Somebody's gonna get hurt.
Don't make this
real
harder
bad.
than it has to be.
Double
Explosive kick! Aw,
Very
over
good.
already?
This should be a good test
Let's
of
win
skill.
this.
I need that. Guess it really was that simple.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Proceeding with extermination. Repeat, proceeding with extermination.
When did they get there?
What?
Let us
Very
continue.
good.
What was that?
Judging by all the protection, there must be something awfully important in this room.
Well, let's take a look around. Maybe we can find something. This looks like a security card.
What's a security card?
It's like a key, Roddick. Like, why would we find one of these on Roke? Your civilization shouldn't have anything this advanced.
A red card. I bet we can use it to open that red door we saw earlier.
Oh, right, the door we couldn't open earlier. Is that the only door this will open?
Yeah, probably. Let's go back to that red door. We ought to be able to get through it now.
Right, let's go. Somebody's gonna get...
Stay out of our way.
Dragon
Fist! I'm just glad everyone's safe.
This ought to be simple.
Are you ready?
Dragon
Fist!
That was way
over
too
already?
fast.
Who's that?
Don't make this harder than it has to be.
Double slash! Double slash! Huh? It's over?
It's over already.
What?
Enemies!
Wish they could have lasted longer.
Let's win this.
Don't make this harder than it has to be.
Avenging!
continue.
It's over? Somebody's gonna get...
Are you ready?
Wish they could have lasted longer! We're surrounded!
What?
Over already?
This should be a good test
You're
of
fighting
skill.
us? Dragon
Fist!
Wish they could have lasted
It's
longer!
over already.
This ought to be simple.
You're fighting us?
I'm just glad
over
everyone's
already?
safe.
You're fighting us?
Stay out of our way.
Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
This should be a good test
Don't make
of
this
skill.
harder than it has to be. Guess it really was that simple.
Somebody's gonna get hurt
Stay
real
out of
bad!
our way.
Double slash! That was way
over
too
already?
fast! No! What's that?
Guess it really was that simple.
Who's that?
Charge!
Huh? It's over? Somebody's gonna get
Don't
hurt
make this
real
harder
bad.
than it has to be. A raging missile! Aw, over
It's
already?
over already.
I hope you're watching, Father!
Enemies!
We're surrounded! Double That
Well,
was way
I'd say
too
that's
fast.
worth 10 out of 10.
This should be a good test
Let's
of
get
skill.
this over with, fast! Double slash!
Missile!
Double slash! Double slash! Wish they could have lasted
It's over
longer.
already. This should be a good test
You're
of
fighting
skill.
us? Wish they could have lasted longer.
Who's that? Charge!
Dragon Huh? It's
It's over already.
Let's get this over with.
Are you
fast.
ready?
Well,
just
I'd
glad
say that's
everyone's
worth
safe.
10 out of 10. This ought to be simple.
Are you ready?
Avenging Fist!
Double
Avenging Missile! Avenging Missile! Guess it
just
really
glad
was
everyone's
that
safe.
simple. Who's that?
Dragon
Missile!
That was
Very
way too
good.
fast. Somebody's gonna get hurt
Don't make this
real
harder
bad.
than it has to be. Avenging Fist! Avenging Missile! Very good. This ought to be simple. Stay out of our way. Flare! Very good.
It's over already.
Who's that?
You're fighting us? Dragon Roar! Dragon Roar! That was way too
It's
fast.
over already.
dragon! Wish they could have lasted longer! Somebody's gonna get hurt
you
real
ready?
bad!
Avenging fist! Guess it really was that simple. Something's been engraved on it.
Oh, here, I can read this. Arrange the royal emblems of tradition on the land. Thy choice of arrangement shall reveal the key to opening the door. Now, what could that mean?
The royal emblems of tradition. They must be talking about these things, right?
The emblems of the four kings?
Right. This must be the console we used to open the door. Let's try placing the emblems there.
Please choose the correct emblem for each description. Show me the emblem passed down in the land of searing heat. Show me the emblem passed down in the land of the falling leaves. Show me the emblem passed down in the land of the frozen wastes. Show me the emblem passed down in the land of lush greenery. Confirmed. Successor access acknowledged. You may pass.
It's open!
How are the four emblems connected to the old race?
We're certainly not gonna find out just standing here. Let's go inside.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe we'll find an explanation for this inside.
What is that?
A holograph. Hey, look.
It's a map of the Earth. But why is there a huge island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean?
That definitely shouldn't be there.
Or should it? If you believe the old stories, there really was an island there once. The lost continent of Mu.
But even if that was true, what's a map of Earth doing in here?
Look! Someone's there!
We pray that you have come seeking the eye of truth with only the purest of intentions. It is an extremely dangerous relic if left unguarded. We also pray that you have the strength to atone for the horrible mistake we made. The Eye of Truth is capable of opening gates to alternate dimensions. We created the Eye with a combination of our own technology and the symbology endowed upon us by the runes, the natives of this planet. But before we could reach our goal, there was a disaster that ruined all of our plans. A gate was opened to the demon world, sending legions of monsters pouring into this world. Even that, however, was not enough to halt our experimentation. Our small band of comrades was united under one wish. We only wanted to return home to our planet.
So this is it. The Eye of Truth.
What does all this mean, Elia? Everything's going way over my head.
I think the people we called the Old Race came to this planet from Earth, from the Mu continent.
I don't know about that. Doesn't seem like they came here so much as they were brought here against their will.
That's true.
The King of Van told us that the Old Race descended upon the planet as fully grown adults.
Legend has it that the Mu continent sank into the sea in the wake of a meteor strike. Before that day, the stories claimed that the Mua enjoyed a vast and highly advanced civilization.
Yeah, I remember that.
You know, the Alliance has a few reports on file about people being sucked into a vortex and suddenly reappearing someplace far away. There was a case of a missing child being found someplace that would have been physically impossible for him to travel to in the time he was gone.
So, you think the meteor strike caused a vortex that swallowed these people up? Those reports you mentioned were about people going from one place to another on the same planet. I never saw any reports about people hopping light years, much less going from Earth to Rogue.
Oh, you got me there. But if that theory is correct, it would explain why they made something like the Eye of Truth in the first place. They just wanted to go home.
That's what the guy said.
And besides, it also matches the Mua's lore pretty well. The history handed down to the King of Mua.
The Eye was obtained in order to reveal the true path back to paradise. The Eye failed to see the door to paradise, however. In its place, a door of blasphemy. Darkness swarmed forth, and demons enveloped the world. By the time the door was closed, the land was already near death. All we could do was lament our mistake.
They must have deeply regretted what they had done. In their eyes, their desire to get home brought doom to this planet. They wanted to make up for it somehow, but by that time, there was no turning back.
So they went to the royal families and left clues in the form of lore, so it could make it down to all generations to come.
Well, we'll never know the whole story. But listening to the phrases they left behind about courage and everlasting strength, you can really feel the emotions they must have had in their hearts.
The Eye of Truth. I knew you would be able to do it. Now it is time to storm the demon world.
Yes, my lord. We are told that the gate to the demon world lies in a deserted island southwest of Sylvalant.
I believe in you. Victory will be yours before long. Who are you?
Glad to see you vermin are doing well. Astral and Mua's defenses are pathetic as usual. I was wondering what you little rats were scheming, but I suppose I had nothing to worry about after all. You're too late. Too late. The great Asmodeus has already completed his new weapon. The only option all of you have left is complete, unconditional surrender.
Like hell we do! We'll never surrender to the likes of you!
We'll see how long that bravado lasts.
Ramia! Ramia, time to go inside. Yes, Mom. Look at that.
What was that?
The fun's already begun. We figured you'd like a real-world example, so he's just destroyed a village.
He what?
That's terrible. Surrender at once. You have no choice.
Don't you run!
Your Majesty, terrible news. Our gods report that the village of Durs has been destroyed in a gigantic explosion. They say there's absolutely no hope of survivors.
How could this be? Organize an immediate expedition force and set up rescue operations with Silverland soldiers. I don't care if there's no hope. We're not going to give up on them.
Yes, sir.
We must storm the demon world at once. If that weapon strikes Van or Astral, it would be an utter catastrophe.
I'm afraid you're right.
We haven't a moment to spare.
This place must be closely connected with the demon world somehow.
Ronix, it's time to open the door.
Right.
We're going in here?
There's nothing to be afraid of. You're far from alone.
You're right. We've got a world to save.
Let's move.
You have usurped the body of my brother-in-arms. Your villainous behavior is nothing short of outrageous, and you will pay for it.
And you believe you can do that with only one arm? Is that what you think, Ashley? You made it this far. Go ahead. Try to entertain me.
This looks like a strong.
I hope we can do this! Dragon Roar!
Guess it really was that simple.
We did it?
Thank you for defeating him. The one who abused my name is gone. I have no regrets.
Argosy?
It's wonderful to see you again, Ashley. You still cared enough to call me your brother-in-arms, huh?
Yes. The mirror of incarnation was behind it all. That was what created your shadow form.
It was. The shadow was controlling my body. I cursed myself over and over, but I could do nothing. I used to lose all memory whenever the shadow took over. But now the shadow and myself have changed places.
So the shadow is gone now. You can make up for everything you did.
No, not without the mirror of incarnation. And besides, I don't have long to live.
I'm so sorry.
Forget about it, Ashley. This was bound to happen the moment I was caught inside the mirror. But there is a more important matter at hand. Astral is in mortal danger.
What?
You must hurry. The Archfiend is after the bladeless sword I entrusted to Laius long ago.
A bladeless sword?
We can't afford to let his warning go to waste. Let's go back to the castle right now.
Do you think we can make it back to Astral in time?
Couldn't we use the Eye of Truth? It was made for opening holes in space, wasn't it?
I suppose it's worth a shot.
That toy's a little too much for you children. Hand it over to me now, why don't you? What?
Not if I can help it.
If you dare to stand in the way of my king's orders, I will take all of you on at once.
This looks like a straw.
I hope we can do this!
Flare! Avenging spread! Flare! Spread! Avenging spread! Avenging spread! Missile!
I'm just glad everyone's safe.
What could that bladeless sword be? And why did the monsters want it so badly?
The bladeless sword. One swing of it in the hands of Argosy was enough to dispatch the Archfiend during the war. One of the Crimson Shield's finest moments. We need to see Laius. The rest can wait until then.
This is the sword that Argosy gave me during the demonic wars.
The bladeless sword? He wasn't kidding. This is nothing but a hilt.
Can I see it for a second?
The beam sword.
And a high-powered one at that. I've never seen anything like this.
I was told it is an all-race relic. He wielded it in the battle where we drove the Archfiend back into his world.
This is it. Our ace in the hole against Asmodeus.
Agreed. It's probably the one thing he fears the most.
I'm sure it will be best in your hands, then. Don't relax quite yet, though. You may have the means, but you haven't won the battle yet.
Thank you, sir.
This ought to be simple.
Stay out of our way.
Double slash!
Let us continue.
Good.